I'm gonna head down the K line because it's
Yeah. I put a snapshot in, and I think it's. Nice one. Oh, yeah. Random gone. I just couldn't get through him. I don't know why my shot wasn't going through him. There could have been. Right, you've got 2 TDs. Already.
Oh yeah, bounce. Go on then. Oh, I missed.
Well, it's pretty good. Wait, the other side of the song. Oh, the SU extra. Yeah, the SU has gone to the gap.
Hey everyone, hope you're all keeping well. A comment was left on my last video by Simeon, and part of it read like this. Good game in the Scorpion, that's the tier 8 German Scorpion. Great tank. I bought the American one but really struggle in it. Even if I snipe once I get spotted and it's game over. No armour. So some tips would be appreciated. Cheers. I hear you, Simeon, and thank you for your comment. In this video, I will go through what I think are the strong and weak points of this tank, and based on those, I will explain how I think it should be played. Now, you're free to agree or disagree, which is absolutely fine. We all play this game slightly differently. So let's get into it. This is the American Tier 7 M56 Scorpion. In reality, it was designed as an airborne, self-propelled anti-tank gun armed with the 90mm M54 gun. Ammunition capacity was 29 rounds, although in game that has jumped up to 43. So that's a very brief overview of the historical vehicle, but how does it fare in game? Okay, so what I'm going to do first of all is lay out the principles that go through my head when I roll out in the Scorpion, and then I will try and show you some gameplay where I applied those principles. Okay, Plan A. Plan A is basically remain undetected, outspot the enemy, and shoot them without them having any kind of clue where I am. This approach does rely on the skills that your crew has. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to take a look at my crew, and we'll have a quick look through what I've got. So I've got 11 skills on this crew, but the important ones for TDs are basically Sixth Sense, Situational Awareness for the view range, Muffled Shot for the camo factor, Green Thumb again for remaining hidden in foliage, Recon, view range, Camouflage for, well, remaining hidden again. Looking at it now, I should probably have silent driving equipped as well, because this tank is very maneuverable, and you'd want silent driving to remain hidden while you're on the move. So yeah, plan A, remain hidden and remain undetected. Now, if you do that for an entire game, chances are that game's a win. And, you know, that's great. You've played exactly as you need to. You've remained hidden. You've done damage. You've probably got some kills. Never been spotted. Perfect. But that's not every game, as we all know. So that's where Plan B comes in. Basically, Plan B is, I know I'm going to be spotted and potentially shot at, so I need to keep moving. This is where my overall view of the Scorpion comes in. I think of it as a TD for Plan A and a medium of sorts for Plan B. With the right support, you can play this as a medium. You don't want to be the attention. You don't want to be the sole attention of the enemy. You want sort of heavies in front of you, like you would in a regular medium. You're not at the front. You can't bounce shots because you don't have the armor, but you've got a decent gun that can do damage. So you want to shoot from behind, just behind the kind of the front line, as it were. Now that I've explained my approach to this vehicle, let's step through some gameplay and see how I apply it. Here we go. Plan A. Assault. Ardennes. Top tier. Perfect. I'm heading to A0 because that is a position of elevation and there's cover up there. The only downside at this point in the game is my spawn point is the same distance from A0 that the enemy spawn point is. So yeah, it's a risk. It's a risk going this way because I have at this stage I have no idea if I'll be up there alone or if I'll run straight into another medium and get my face kicked in the first 30 seconds of the game. But fortunately, our Leopard is heading up the 8 line and he's going to spot whatever it is up there, and that will give me a much better idea of what I'm facing off against. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to skip forward slightly to when I am in position, because it took a little while for me to get up there because there were mediums around and I didn't want to risk being spotted. Okay. Now that I'm in cover, I'm going to cover another principle for TDs that are being played in this particular way. That was the sound of a camo net being deployed. For a TD with a camo net, your detection range is reduced by 15% when it's deployed, and that is something that you need to be careful of, because if you pull the trigger before the net's deployed, you run the risk of being spotted and your efforts to get to cover will be ruined. You're also witnessing some expert marksmanship. As you can see, I'm very good at hitting the dirt, which is exactly what you'd want to do when playing TDs. Ah, yeah, lucky. Got a kill. Got a lucky kill there. Managed to shoot something other than the ground. See, that's what you come here. Excellent gameplay like this, see? Yeah, I hit that one. Well, that's good. That's a good thing. But yes, anyway. Principle is, I'm in cover. I'm not spotted by anyone. I'm using my binos and my camo net to remain hidden, despite not being able to hit anything. And here we are. Yep, moving up. Being careful not to push too far as to be detected. I think at this point in this game I was a little bit more ballsy, you could say, because they've only got 5 left alive. Our team is being very aggressive. They've just lost another one. Critical on the captured. Nah, could have been better. I think, yeah, I tried to aim for the engine gate but don't quite get the shot. But I get the kill anyway. But so far in the game, I've got 1 left alive and I've not been spotted once. And that is exactly how, well, for me, that's Plan A. That's exactly how Plan A should be played out Never, ever let yourself get detected. And it's a win. Now it's time for plan B. I do have to admit, at the start of this game, I was concerned that this would be a very short one because I don't like this map, and I'm bottom tier. I didn't have high hopes. It started off with plan A, as all my games do in this one, but towards the end of the match, the enemy team was being quite aggressive and they pushed all the way along the B line, which meant that I had to fall back, and eventually I was spotted, so that's where we're going to pick up this game. At the minute I'm still in cover, but any second now I think that's a Conqueror pushing up and it spots me. Taking advantage of a stationary tier 7 is always good when you're bottom tier. There it is, spotted. Now I know it's time to get out of there, because it does not take much for a tier 9 to end your game when you're in this thing. They're very, very close to us now, and I know I can see that medium pushing around this group of rocks to the left. I know he's coming. So this is where play it like a medium comes in. Angle the tank so that I can reverse up when I need to. Take the shot, tracked him, pull back. He is not giving up, he's coming. Call for help. And I'll try and track him here. Try and track him. Shot misses though. He gets one hit into me. Fortunately, Foch absolutely nails him. Takes him out of the game. I'm going to skip forward a little bit here, because there's a bit of me driving around trying to find a decent position. And we pick it up again, just roughly 2 minutes later. Find a Shashka. There's gun pointing the wrong way, so yep, I'll take advantage of that, thank you very much. Last tank alive is an Emil 2. He's not even looking at me, and this is medium play right here. I'm in a position to shoot him, I'm not in cover, I'm spotted, but I am not the focus of his attention, which is exactly, well, it's exactly what you want at this stage in the game. There we are, he's gone. 1 kill, over 2,000 damage, and I was bottom tier. Excellent. Anyway, that just about does it for my how to play M56 Scorpion video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I hope you all found it informative and helpful. Keep safe everyone, and I'll see you on the battlefield.